while since I've done my last favourites, and this one's going to be a little bit of a massive collection of stuff that I got over Christmas and then stuff that I got over the last few months. I'm going to start off with my earrings. There's two earrings that I've got in this month's favourites, and this one is I think it's silver and bronze, and I don't know how well you can see this, but it's just a little acorn with a little silver leaf. And I got these pairs and they're just, I don't know, they're lovely. I love it when I have jewellery which has got silver and a gold colour, because then I can mix it with maybe gold rings as well. I can't really mix these rings with these earrings, but you know, if you want to, you can also mix it with a gold necklace, which is also part of my favourites. And this is something my mum got me for Christmas, and it's a little gold leaf clover, and this one's from Estella Bartlett, I think it is. And I'm a little obsessed with her jewellery. I think I've shown you some of her necklaces before, but another necklace that I got for Christmas was this one, which is a silver acorn, and I think I showed the gold acorn that I had, which is part of my collection, but then I got the silver one for Christmas as well, which I really like because now I can mix and match it. And then what I'll do is, if I go on holiday or if I go travelling somewhere, I'll bring the silver version of this and then I'll bring the gold version of this, and then I can mix it depending on what colour jewellery I'm wearing. And on the topic of jewellery, I got a few new rings. I had been buying some gold-plated rings from, I think it was Accessories, and I don't know if I showed these my favourites, but I found out that the Accessories jewellery is really good for silver. It's terrible for gold. It starts to wear away very, very quickly. So I do not recommend any gold-plated Accessories jewellery. Avoid it, save your money. Because it's going to tarnish very quickly. But I've been trying out some brands from Etsy, and there's this one, which is, I think it's almost identical to the nail varnish I'm wearing at the moment, gold plated as well. This one, I don't know the name of this stone. It's a little bit, it's clear, but then in certain lights it has this beautiful little blue tinge to it that's absolutely stunning. And then on the other finger I've got this baby blue ring as well. So that's most of the jewellery that I'm going to be showing you for this favourites. And actually no, that's a lie. There's one more little piece of jewellery that I'm going to show you. I think I showed the amber rings that I have, the one with the sun. There was another piece of jewellery from that brand that I saw that I really liked, and it's these amber earrings, sterling silver. What I really like about amber is that depending on the light it changes colour, and you can see all the little cracks and bubbles and all these cool little textures inside the amber. So I got myself some sterling silver amber rings, and they're beautiful. I love them. I was going to wear them in this favourites video, but I kind of wanted to show you what these look like. But there's those, and then there's these, which are just so pretty. I love them. So yeah, that's the last little piece of jewellery I'm going to show you in this favourites. The next one is a very recent addition. I got this about a week ago, and I never thought I'd get anything which would replace my love for Skin 79 BB creams, but I have, and it's this one. It's a brand called Klairs, and I don't like it just because it's got the same name as me, but that was a little bit of a factor. But it's awesome. It is so, so good. It's a lot lighter than the Skin 79. So what I've been doing for my own makeup kit is what I do is I use this as a base to just cover up any redness, and it's so light and it's so moisturising. It's also got SPF 40. And it's so moisturising as well, which is really good because especially when I get irritated or stressed, my skin gets really, really dry. And typically when you get stressed, you want to kind of cover that and try and look a little less like a zombie. So I really like this one because it just makes your skin feel so good afterwards when you take it off as well. So I've been using this just to cover up my whole face, and then after that I've been going over with the Kailyn BB cream just around the eyes, any other little areas that I might want to cover up. The problem, well, not really a problem, I love the fact that it's very moisturising, but then obviously it can leave you very glowy, and sometimes you look borderline oily. So I just put a little bit of powder just to cover that up a little bit more, but it's a fantastic BB cream. I'm going to try and do a review on it at some point on my blog, but I highly recommend it. It is amazing. This is something I picked up in the airport on my way back from LA. I really like these kind of headphones just because when I'm travelling I can put them flat and they're not likely to break. I did have some headphones which I loved, which was so, so good. I can't remember the name of the brand, but they were wooden headphones, and they were so nice, and I accidentally stood on them like an idiot. And these aren't as nice. The sound quality is slightly similar. It's not as good. The other headphones were amazing. some headphones you can't pick up the bass notes very well, they're just not very well made, but these are very well made. And I like the fact that you can just fold them flat, so I can just slide them down the back of my backpack, and then if you want to listen to music, you just have to unwind it. And let's see if I can actually demonstrate that without wrecking it. So, and because they're angled, it's really nice because then they slot really nicely over your ears and they cover it really nicely. And then if you're traveling and you just want to pack them away, you just close it up like that, fold it around, and you can pack them in your bag and you don't have to worry about snapping them or being very careful how you pack them. So I love these headphones, they're amazing. The last few things I'm going to show you are books, and one of them is something that I think it was Kickstarter. I funded it a little bit. They had, I don't know how many of you follow a photographer called Kirsty Mitchell, but she does the most beautiful, creative, artistic photography, and I think it was Kickstarter. It was some kind of crowd-funded platform that I've been following her. I've been following her on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and she talked about how she was going to do her own book and it was going to have all these beautiful high-quality prints of all her photography, and I really wanted to get my hands on it. It was not cheap, but oh my gosh, was it worth the money? Seriously, I mean, the book is huge and just, oh my gosh, seriously. I got this, I think, the day after Christmas or something like that. I got it so soon after Christmas. It was the best Christmas present to myself ever. It was so good and it's so big, and I'm going to have to show you some of the pictures in this in a minute, but it's just every single piece of beautiful photography she's ever done. And what I really like about this particular photographer is it's not just the photography she does, she makes the props, she's figured out how these are going to look, the lighting, sometimes she'll use these smoke bombs so that you have all this beautiful atmospheric smoke going on. I just love all the props she makes and the stories that she has. One of my favourites is something called Gremlin's Daughter, and oh, it's so pretty. If you haven't seen Kirsty Mitchell's work, check her out. She does the most beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I don't know how easy it is to get your hands on these books. Hopefully at some point it will maybe be something that you can buy on her website. For the moment it was only something that you could get through funding her Kickstarter. I think it became the most funded photography Kickstarter campaign of all time or something like that, which is fantastic. So yeah, this at the moment is my pride and joy. It's just, and it's got that lovely book smell, you know, when you open the book and it's just like, it's a lovely smell. So yeah, I'm very happy with this one. And then the last, well, not really the last, it's 3 books, and these this was the last thing I got for Christmas. I got the necklaces that I showed you and these books for Christmas. And what I wanted to do is, because I've been doing a lot of concept work, a lot of concept art for Outsider and stuff like that, and also for the book itself, if I'm writing and I'm not sure how a scene looks, I like to draw things out, or if I'm not sure how a character looks or how they dress or what's the kind of history behind that particular culture's dress, I like to draw things out. So I really wanted to get my hands on other books and see how other people do them and how other people do artwork and how they try to develop characters, just to try and learn a bit more and get more inspiration. So even though I don't play these games, I asked my parents to get me the art of Assassin's Creed because I have seen friends playing them and it looks amazing, and I can't help but appreciate all the artwork and all the little attention to detail. So the first one I got was Assassin's Creed 3, well, not the first one I got, the first one I'm going to show you. So it's just the artwork of all these different books and showing all the characters. All of this is digitally drawn, which is not really a medium that I delve into. I've got a Wacom Bamboo tablet, but I use it for vastly different things. I mainly use it for editing and stuff like that, editing photography and things. I haven't quite managed to get my head into digital art for the moment. I really like getting my hands dirty. I like having charcoal and watercolour paints and acrylic and clay all over my hands. I like how messy art can get. So at some point I'm really hoping to just kind of push myself and maybe test out working with digital art and stuff like that. But for the moment I'm not at that point, and I'm really enjoying messing around with watercolours and just playing around more with pro markers. So yeah, it's 3 books. There was the first one, Assassin's Creed 3, and then Assassin's Creed Unity as well, and this one's based in Paris. And then there's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I think this one is my favourite one as far as creature design goes. Not creature design, concept design goes. And they're just beautiful, beautiful books, and it's given me so many ideas. I love the way they do these rough brush strokes. So I'm going to maybe experiment doing that with my Pro markers and my Copic markers and all these other different markers that I like to use for things like that. And maybe watercolours and some pan pastels. But I love paintings like this, digital paintings, because even though it's so rough, it's so dynamic and you can see the movement in them, and I love these books. So yeah, these are another really massive, awesome collection to my addiction of books. I probably need to get a new bookshelf because there is quite literally no space left in my bookshelf, which is a problem because I can't stand having books on the floor. It's just, if you have a book, you take care of it, you know? It's a book, for crying out loud. So anyway, those are my favourites. I hope you like the look of them. I hope I didn't encourage too many people to break their bank balance, because I think there's quite a few things in there which are awesome and I can highly recommend. But anyway, that is my favourites. I hope you like them, and I'll have a new video for you soon. Lost your soul somewhere out in the cold.